Hello everyone, welcome to my live video. This is Whispering Color channel, and today I'm here to teach you to do watercolor painting of lemon branch and a plate. So if you are interested in learning watercolor painting, stay with me and I hope you enjoy the live video. First of all, I do a sketch of a plate and a few lemon and some leaves and some branches. With a normal pencil, I just sketch. This is my plate. Not a perfect circle, but doing my best to have a circle. And then I have a few lemon. One here, another one here, and maybe one here. Just a few leaves. Yes, you can see that. This is what we are going to do tonight. That's a plate. This is one of my old painting. Okay, I have some branches here. Some leaves and more lemon here. It's not going to be exactly same as what I did before, but it will be similar to that. Okay, so paper I'm using today is arch paper, 300 grams, 100 cotton and cold press. And the watercolor I'm using again today is the Japanese brand called Take. And this is the palette I'm using today. Glass of water. And for today I'm just using one brush. This brush is dagger brush, and the size is 3.8, the Nif brush. Okay, maybe I just put the color, the palette here that you can see what I'm doing. So I start with coloring lemons. I use lemon yellow. Lemon yellow for lemons. And starting with a transparent layer of color, lemon yellow, and as I progress, I deepen the color, means I will add shadows, darker color to the, you see, everything, watercolor or every painting should have light and shadow. This is the light, and under the lemon we need a darker color to present the shadow. So if you use just one color, your painting would be flat and boring. So always try to have light, medium and dark color to present shadows, and this way your painting gets dimensional. This is what we do in all paintings regardless of the medium. um, if it is oil, acrylic, watercolor, color pencil, it doesn't make difference. Whatever you do, whatever painting you do in any medium, you need light and shadow. All right. Okay, so I start with a, maybe I zoom that you can see better. I zoom one of the lemons. Okay, so on top of my lemon, I will have the light. Okay, so I leave this white area. This is a highlight over my lemon, and then I color around it, and I try to keep this white area because this is my light. All right, so I just try to go over the lemon. What I do, I wash my brush, I clean it, and then I try to soften these edges. I mean, killing these hard edges and just we need soft edges. Okay, so this is the first layer, and um, this area is wet with yellow color. So while it's wet, I try to add more color, strengthening the lemon color, the yellow color. I add more yellow because it was pale, so I need a darker yellow. Okay, so just bringing this, putting this here that you can see what I do. Now, while my lemon is wet, I'm going to add green color below to bottom part to present the shadow. And even here where the branch connect to the lemon, and some lemon have this small to the end of the lemon, it's a small part. With green color I do some dots, and with darker green I need to deepen the shadow color, so I add more green and trying to fix the shape of the lemon to make it like circle shape, adding some shadows here as well. When you add shadow, your circle gets a better shape. Again, I add some more yellows. Let's do the other one. Again, I leave a white area here for highlight, and I put yellow around that white area, and I will be careful not to go over this white. This is where my highlight is, so I always try to keep the highlight. Again, trying to deepen the color, more yellow, and I need a darker yellow for under the lemon to give it some shadows. Now using green, because lemon is not just pure yellow, so we need some green, especially for the shadow part of the lemon. And I can add some dots. Again, I wash my brush and I try to kill these hard edges. I want soft edges. So what I do, I wash my brush, I dry it, and then I soften this edge. Also here again, softening the edges. Okay, so I have another lemon here. Again, I just try to keep the highlight. I draw a circle and color around this shape, trying to keep the highlight. And this color is lemon yellow. Adding some yellow ochre. I want to have different yellows. This way I can have different values and different tones of yellow, different lemon. So if all lemons are similar, my painting will be very boring. So I just try to have different color in different lemons to give it some interest. Maybe this is just more green. Again, I wash my brush, dry it, and I soften these edges. Another one here. So every painting should have a focal point. So this painting focal point is here. So I don't, I just put color here, but I'm not concentrating. I just concentrate on focal point, and these two lemon here wouldn't have much detail because these are just making the composition come to life. So I just put some color, but I'm not very worried about the detail of these lemons because the focal point is here. So I just put the color. Now I go back to this one and I draw some leaves. Okay, so for leaves I start with the light green. And if I just search Google lemon branch, so just leaves should be, you know, we have different leaves. When it's lighter, we have sunlight. The leaf is like very light green, greenish yellow, and then we have darker green in some other areas. So we do the same. So I will have one light because the light is shining from top, so I just keep the highlight here and I will add some shadow to the where it connects to the branch, and maybe yellow below the leaf. again for this one. This leaf is lighter on top. We have shine here. I'm going to add some yellows. Another leaf here. I can have some leaf with negative technique as well. So here I put some color and show you what is negative technique for creating the leaf. So I'm just coloring, putting some yellows and greens here. Then we will have some more negative technique leaves here. Okay. Now I go and I color the branch. So I use the brown color. I use the tip of the brush to have a very thin line. I just put some color. So this is the shadow part of the branch. And then on the other side, we need some, I just add pure water because I want to show that light is shining from top. So what I do, I just with my brush, wet brush, I try to wet this area. And I lift some of the colors. Later I can add more shadow. Just a bit of too much water. I dab the brush, the tissue to get rid of some of the water. And now, as I said, with darker brown, I add some shadow to my branch. Okay. Okay, here I have a big branch. And here I just add pure water. Again, I deepen the shadow here. And I'm not worried if the color bleeds. That is the beauty of watercolor. When the paint bleeds, even if the brown color goes into my leaf, it creates beautiful textures. So I'm not worried about that. And you know, some leaves have some yellow stain. So I'm adding some stain to these leaves. Okay, now I'm going to do, as I said, I want to show you how to do negative technique leaves. So I have a green area here, which is light. If I add some darker green, I can make some leaves with negative technique. So I can make a leaf here, and this is called negative technique. Negative technique means I create a leaf by adding darker color around a shape. So if I add dark color around this is going to be my leaf. I can have another one here. Okay, if I wait, because this surface was wet, paint start to bleed. So if I wait for it to get it dry and let it dry, and then I can have a better negative technique leaves. So I wait for this area to be dry. I add some shadows to this branch. Okay, now I'm going to color the plate. So I think I use blue for the plate. The very dark blue. Okay, when I want to color my plate, I'm careful not going into the lemons, because lemons are wet, and if the um, blue color goes into the lemon, it will bleed and it will ruin my painting. So I go around it carefully, and I don't let the blue color connect to the yellow color to prevent bleeding. And here I go around my lemons, add different blue here. This is the plate. I can have some pattern later on my plate, but now I'm just trying to color the background. Again, here I go around this shape and trying to not going over the lemon, just trying to go around the leaves. Here as well. Okay, I just try to fill all the white areas, which is the plate here as well. And also here in the middle. This. And the last piece. Okay, maybe a bit here and here. Okay, so I will have another dark blue for fixing the border of the plates. Okay, this is the border. I just wanted to have a darker color. maybe darker in the middle, just because I have shadow here, it should be dark. On and here, I need some shadow here and shadow here. Okay. I spray some water. I just want to have some textures. Here, just some bleeding. It makes my painting beautiful. Even here, just some bleeding. This is loose watercolor, so I'm not worried about color bleeding. Okay, so now I'm going to add another color, another layer to my lemon. So this is the focal point. Just getting I need to use the yellow, lemon yellow with a thicker mixture and adding another yellow layer of to strengthen the color and shadow. Okay, now I create some leaves here. With darker color going around the shapes and one leaf here, another one maybe here, and I just dark this area. So these are my leaves. Okay, so I have to wait for this painting to be dry, and when it gets dry I can add more detail. So while I'm waiting for this painting to get dry, I can do another painting which is a flower, and I want to do a hydrangea flower because some of my followers had a comment for me. They want to see the hydrangea flower. Like I'm trying to find a good paper that I can do hydrangea flowers. Okay, this is one of the papers. I'm going to do a purple hydrangea flower. So what I'll do first, I spray my paper because I want to do it in loose style, so I need some to get some texture. So using the purple color, I just splash some color because it gives me some texture. Okay, now we are going to do a purple hydrangea. I want to have one here, maybe one here, another one here, and another one here. Okay. Again, as I said, every shape in watercolor needs light on top. If it say light is coming from here, so I will have lighter area here, and then darker light tone medium tone and dark tone. So light on top, medium in the middle, and dark to the bottom part. So I add dark purple here, okay? And in the middle, I will have medium purple, and here I leave it as white. And this process repeats. Here dark, and then I have medium purple, and then lighter purple on top. Even I can leave some white area. So just, I don't want to my shape to be exact circle. I just try to have different shapes here as well. It looks funny, but later you see what happens. The magic comes later. I add some yellows and greens around this purple. So that's gonna be my leaves. See, I'm not as scared of colors, bleeding and running. That is the beauty of watercolor. You should just relax and enjoy. Don't be scared of. Okay, so I will have light on top, and maybe I will have a branch coming from here. Okay, so I'm adding a bit of green. So these yellow and greens later will be my leaves, and I mostly create them with negative technique. Okay, so I just add water here and water here. As I go, I darken the color. So here I will have shadows. So I use darker green here, here, and also here, here. I'm adding some. Now with positive technique, I create some leaves. This is positive technique. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to add some detail to make this hydrangea flower. Okay. I need some more purple here, and let's start from this one because this one is just between wet and dry, and we can have the details for hydrangea. So I'm just going to add some details, making some flowers. And this is again negative technique. With negative technique means I will have some dark color around the shape and making some flower out of those lighter colors. Here is too wet, so I leave it to dry. Maybe here I can have some With negative technique, I can have some shapes. Okay, too wet here. I just have to wait for this area to be a bit drier, and then I will have another one here. And maybe later I'll change these, but we see how it goes. Just adding some flowers, some leaves, some petals. This is negative technique. Means we draw shape. Okay, so in this lighter area, I use lighter purple to make some leaves, I mean petals. Here as well. Just I will keep the white because it's presenting the light. Okay, while this area gets a bit um, dry, I add some petals here with negative technique. Okay, so I have to let this dry, and then I add another layer. I can make some negative technique leaves here. So for making a leaf in negative technique, I need some light color, then with darker color I go around them and I make the shape of the leaf. So my brush now has a very thick green color. It's not, I'm not using water, it's just pure color from the palette. And now I look and see. Okay, I can make a leaf here, I think. Again, I can make another one maybe here with negative technique again, adding some dark color around it, and then I soften these edges. Later I can have another leaf here, so means this leaf is under this one. So because this one is making a shadow on that, so this one is going to be darker. Okay, and here I can have another leaf with again negative technique. I'm adding some dark color around this. Okay, this one leaf here. Even I can make some stems with negative technique. For example, here I can make one stem again by adding some dark color. See, even one here. This is the stem. I can have a leaf here as well, but this one is positive technique. Again, a positive technique leaf here, and maybe one here. So these leaves here, I'm going to separate them with negative technique. So what I do, I put a dark color here and a dark color, making a stem here and putting a dark color around this. When I put a dark color, this leaf comes to life. Then I add another big leaf with positive technique here. And maybe one here. Again, I put some shadow on this leaf, then it helps separating this one. Another one here. Okay. So in between, I need some dark green between my flower. Make them separate from the background. For this one, I'm just adding some leaves again here, and maybe one here. Okay, now I go to, because the flower is a silhouette, so I can't do anything on that yet. So I just add some shadow to the branch. And then I soften this edge. Okay, I think I can work on this flower now. It's a bit dry. So using my purple, again with negative technique, I try to make some petals. And a dot. Okay, here with negative technique again, making some petals. And here with positive technique in this time, I'm making a hydrangea flower petal. And here, because it's under the flower, the color would be darker. Okay, so I just lift some of this green color with my with piece of tissue, and then I add some purple color to make the hydrangea flower with positive technique. You know, in every painting we should have positive and negative technique. This way your painting becomes interesting. If you have just one technique, your painting will be very boring. So just trying to have different techniques. Can add one here as well. Okay, now I'm working. This one is very wet. This flower is very wet, so I work on this one. With positive technique, I put some petals. And I just add them randomly. I don't think too much. Here, another one here. Maybe another one here. just adding some random shapes. I keep these whites, adding some dots. It just helps some flower comes to life. And in this white area, I just try to have some dark points. Okay, now this one is still too wet, but I think I can work on it. Okay. Again, negative technique. Making some petals. And also positive technique here. Just making some leaves. I mean petals. Lifting some of the color. I can make some petals. Light. Imagine some light is going through this flower in here. So I can lift some of the color, create some petals. And now this is, I can add some details to the, I can make a branch, I mean a stem here, another stem here. Just fixing the shape of this leaf, another stem here. Maybe one stem here, adding some dark color and making a stem out of these greens. And this shape, okay, let's have some one dark leaf here. When I put a dark leaf here, this lighter leaf stands out, come out, it pops. Okay, and here as well. In when the first layer is dry, you have more control on what you do. I can have maybe a stem here, also here. Just making some darker color around this and making these shapes pop out. Okay, so I can add some veins to the leaves. Okay, so I think I'm done with this one, the hydrangea flower and some leaves. Some leaves were created with positive technique and some was created with positive technique. So this is the texture. You can see light on top, medium color in the middle and darker color to the bottom. Just to create some dimensional shape you need light and shadow. Okay, so if you just join the live video, I will save the live in my channel and you can go back and always see the video again. So let's let's get back to our lemon. The lemon now is dry and I can add the detail I wanted to add because I needed to the first layer now is dry and I can add more details. Okay, so I add some yellow to this lemon because I lost the color because of the spray, water spray. And here as well, fixing the shape of the lemon. And now creating the leaves with negative technique. Okay, I will have one leaf here with negative technique again. Another one here. Because my first layer is dry, this will pop. And one leaf here. Okay, so this is I just put some dark color. Then I will have the lemon come out. Going over the plate again, and by adding darker color around the leaves and lemon, I can try them stand out. Okay, having some leaves with negative positive technique. Adding some darker green for shadow. Okay, this painting is done. Now I'm going to get back to my painting, to the other one, and I think I can add some details to this one because it's now wet. Sorry, it's now dry, and I can have some more details to the shape that I wanted. So because we have light here, I add some light color, light purple, to make the shape of the petals. I just wanted to show you the technique I used there. So hydrangea flower can be very tricky. So if I want to make it easy, we will have some light color on top. So this is the light purple. And I need some medium purple to the middle part and darker purple to the bottom part. I wanted to break down the process to make it easy for you. And I'm having some yellow around it to present some leaves, or yeah, some leaves. Okay, these yellows will be leaves, but now I'm just adding random yellows. The reason I'm putting yellow is that watercolor always starts from light to dark. Now I add some green to these yellows and let them bleed. Okay, not everywhere but randomly. Now I want to make the shape of the hydrangea flower. What I can do is I can have some positive shapes and some negative shapes. Let's do first the positive shapes. Okay, I load my brush with purple color and I just put some petals. Okay, see, this one is positive because I do another one. This is positive because I'm drawing the petals. And now let me do one negative. So here I'll do one negative flower. I go around around a lighter color with dark color, and I make a petal out of the light area. See, this is my flower. By adding darker color around it, I made a flower here. And I will have different one. Positive and negative. Here again positive. And maybe one negative here. This is the way we draw hydrangea flower. Again positive. Another one positive here. And positive here. This one is wet, so it bleeds. Positive here with different purples. And here again positive. Now we do one negative one here, negative. Okay, so and here I have light, so I just try to have some very light purple color and make some leaves, some petals, because I don't want to make it light, dark, very light color. Just random shapes presenting the petals. And to the bottom part I use the darker purple. It's gonna be dark. Okay, so just trying to have different shapes. And I need just one small dots. Where I put dot, it presents a flower for me. Okay, now for leaves. This is positive technique leaf. When I say positive means I draw a leaf with my brush. And if I want to do a negative technique leaf, this is the negative technique means I put the dark color around a shape and I make a negative technique leaf here. And also here one here. Another one here. This is negative technique. And positive technique is this one. This is positive. 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 And here negative. This is positive flower. And again, this is negative flower. Okay, so I just wanted to teach you how we do the negative flower and positive flower. All right, so I think I hope this is clear for you, not very hard. I'm adding some dots. Just random dots for my flower. And this is done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, so I'm now reading the comments. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the comments. And yeah, I can't see. Please make capybara. Yeah, next time I can do that. I saved the video and you can always get back to the video and watch the video. And if there's any question, ask me in the comments. I have some other live videos saved in my channel, which is a very easy loose style watercolor flower. Some very fun and effortless flower. Maybe this one was hard for you, but if you really wanna have something easier, just check my other videos, because I think those flowers are much easier and beginner friendly. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a lovely day. Bye.